Good morning and welcome to our Wild Women online studio. I'm Samantha. Today I'm going to be taking you through some tips for exercise, and I'm also going to let you know what is happening this week in our online studio. So as you arrive, please drop an emoji in or drop some notes in the comments. Just let me know that you're here. It'll be great to see who's here, what you've got to say. You can add to the conversation as well. So it is, what are we on now? The 19th of February, gosh. The 19th of February already. So this week in our online studio, we're going to be having all our regular classes. The pop-up class this week is Pilates with the big ball. Okay, so have you got one of these? These are awesome, right? So our pop-up class is going to be Pilates with the big ball. We're going to be doing loads of fun workouts with this. I just bob it to one side for now, but yeah. So that's on Wednesday. We'll do it live, and then obviously it's going to be recorded, so you can do it anytime that you wish. Afterwards, yeah, I'll pop it in the membership area of the website. I also thought as well, for yoga this week, we could do some candlelight yoga, just to make it really nice and chilled. Been a bit gloomy here. I don't know where you are, but the weather's been pretty gloomy for February. So let's take it down. Let's take the energy down and have a nice chilled session of yoga. Good morning, Linda. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Or good afternoon or good evening, whatever time you're watching this. So, yeah, I just would love to know, do you exercise much? And if you don't, why? What could help you? Or if you do exercise a lot, I know a lot of my ladies in the Wild Women tribe are amazing and they're on it each week, which is fabulous. So maybe you can share some tips as well with each other to improve it as well. Good morning. Welcome, Kathy. Are you all right, lovely lady? Oh, so great to see everybody. Welcome. So, as I say, we're starting off Monday, as always, with Yogi Core. Then Tuesday is Clubbercise, and this week we're going to do candlelight yoga. And then Wednesday, our regular Pilates session, and then we're going to do a pop-up class of Pilates with the big ball. Yay! So, I thought our little chat today could be about exercise and just thinking about how we can maybe either do more, or if we do enough already, how we can improve the experience of it. And that can sort of help each other out as well, is the idea. So, will you be doing some exercise this week is the question of the day. Will you be exercising this week? Will you? If so, write in the comments, will you? You can just write yes or no, or you can write in what you plan to do. Make a promise to yourself right now what you're going to do this week. I'm going to turn our music down now. There we go. So I'm not shouting over it. There we are. So will you be exercising this week? So I think sometimes we can put barriers in our way, can't we? And actually, sometimes you might have a week off or you might have a few days off, and that's fine. I know, in the area that we're in, it's been half term. So perhaps you've been, had childcare and things like that. Or you might go on holiday and you might choose not to exercise on holiday, things like that. Or maybe you just haven't done anything for ages and you want to get moving again. So think about, are you going to be exercising this week? Oh, great. Linda's hope to do all your classes this week. Fantastic. And probably a couple of walks. Oh, nice. Yes, it's good to get outside as well, isn't it? And get some fresh air, definitely. Yes, your classes, Tai Chi and dance, plus a stroll. Oh, I like that. Like a nice gentle stroll, breathe the fresh air. Yeah, it's so good for your well-being, isn't it? That's for sure. Yeah, so I think that's really great. So, let me make that be quiet. Sorry. There we go. We've got on a side note, we've got some builders in today. Well, for a while now, getting our side extension done. So I'm hoping you can't hear the background noise. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, it's easier to exercise when it's warmer. Okay, yeah, I think sometimes people might be a bit of a seasonal exerciser. That makes sense. But when it's cold and dark, I think that's why I'm saying it will be nice for us on Tuesday to do a candlelight yoga, because the nights are still dark at the moment, so it's perfect just to set the atmosphere. That's for sure. But yeah, just touching on that, saying it's easy to exercise when it's warmer. Sometimes I think we put barriers up, don't we? So if you're perhaps someone that hasn't exercised for a while, or even if you have, like, what kind of things do you think like could stop us? Like, so Linda's saying the weather, and that definitely if you're someone that likes to exercise outside, for example. I think a lot of people think, and they say to me, "Oh, I'm not fit enough to do that." Like, "Oh, I'm not fit enough to do a fitness class. I'm not fit enough to do exercise." Like, and I think like you put this like wall up, like I can't do that. Maybe you can't do that what you're looking at right now, or ever even in fact, but sometimes it depends what you're looking at as to think what you can't do. So it might be the best thing to do is just to start small. I think go easy on yourself. Definitely go easy on yourself. Start small and build from there, because it's important to, we know it's important to exercise to keep moving, don't we? So yeah, sometimes barriers can be too busy, perhaps. Have you ever sort of thought, yeah, too busy? Kathy's saying, yeah, definitely the weather affects it because of your mood. Yeah. Oh, that's such a good point. Yeah, you do. You feel so much better for it. Definitely, Kathy. Totally agree. You do, don't you? I think that touches on another point that I'm going to come to as well, is like recognizing the rewards. So yeah, just thinking about barriers, like weather might be one, but then you can do the online studio classes. Or if you're a gym person, or if you want to go swimming, it's nice to have a mix of exercise styles, to be honest with you. Do something like keep it fresh. That's why we have a pop-up class every week, so that, yeah, we've got our, what's the word I'm looking for, our structured sessions that we do each week. But it's nice to have a pop-up one because we just throw in a different style and it keeps our brains happy and fresh. So it's not monotonous, basically. Because that can be a barrier, boredom, I guess, can't it, as well? If you sort of think, sometimes I've been to a class at the gym when the instructor just did the same thing every week, and I'm like, well, I don't want to keep coming back to this because it's boring. So then that can be a barrier. So yeah, that's another thing. Just thinking about recognizing what your barriers are. Another thing people sometimes say is they can't afford it. Can't afford. Do you know, I had a look at gym membership where I used to go. I won't say where, but lovely gym and great classes. That's why I went to the classes, really. And the price now, it had gone up about, about 20 quid from when I used to go. I mean, it was several years ago, like pre-pandemic, but it's so expensive to go to a gym, isn't it? I think so. That's why with these online classes, I'm definitely conscious of the current climate as well. And the class, and it's a lot lower, the price point now, than it used to be. You can do stuff for free though if some people want to just go out. You can exercise. There's stuff on YouTube. You can go out in your garden, the park. I've got loads of little mini bite-sized stuff on my YouTube channel. You just go on YouTube and put my name in, Samantha Derry, and there's lots of bite-sized bits in there, and taster classes that are free as well that you can trial. And then if you like it, you can come join the Wild Women tribe. Thank you, Kathy. That's so lovely. See, great value, fantastic value. That's brilliant. So yeah, so it's just like recognizing different barriers that we sometimes put up. And even if we exercise a lot, sometimes we might just have like a day or a week where we're just like, oh, CBA. And that's fine. Like, that's okay. You don't have to be hammering it every single day. No. As long as you're moving and exercising each week, 3, 4, 5 times a week, then you've smashed it. So yeah, what kind of time of day do you like to exercise? I know that we have like some really great ladies that will come and do our Wild Women Tribe classes live. So the live classes on Zoom. I like the live sessions myself as well. I think it gives you a bit of energy, doesn't it? That oomph of like that atmosphere of other people, even though you're at home and it is the screen. You have that energy because we always have a little chat, don't we, at the start of the class, just for 5 minutes. And then we know that other people are doing it as well, so it gets us there on time live. But you can do it on record as well. That's fine too. So that's the beauty of the online studio. Excuse me. Do it whenever you want. Are you a morning exerciser? Are you an afternoon exerciser? Are you an evening exerciser? Mm. That's a great tip, Linda. Thank you. Sorry, I just needed some water there. I love that. Do you know, that reminds me when I was on holiday in Morocco and they had some outside and I was just like, oh yeah. And they were doing this class and I really wanted to go and join in, but I thought I better not because I'm not paid for it. But and I didn't know if they would want me to, but yeah, that's really great. Yeah, that's good to know. So yeah, there's bits and bobs, isn't there, that you can do. Where are we up to? Oh yeah, what kind of time of day do you like to exercise? Are you a morning person and a daytime, an evening? I think for me it depends on the day, or what mood I'm in. What do you think? I know some people love to just smash a workout at the start of the day and then it's done, tick, boxed off. That is quite a good mentality to have, and then it's done. I'm personally not a morning person. Are you? Or you might be retired and you've got time in the day where you want to do it and enjoy it. Are you a morning exerciser? Okay, cool. I think evenings are nice for doing the yoga, isn't it? That's why I picture it in the evenings, because we can take the energy down and just stretch it out before bedtime. And of course, we do club size a bit earlier in the evening, so we've got the darkness, which is good fun as well. So yeah, just recognizing what time of day is good for you so that you can fit it into your schedule would be a tip as well. All right. This is a fun one, actually, that I would love you all to write in the comments and share. So if you are someone that exercises online, so ladies in our Wild Women tribe, what kind of atmosphere do you create in your homes for this? So this is where you've got so much more control than going to a gym or going to a community class, because if you go to a gym, you might be doing a nice relaxing yoga session and there's dirty yoga mats. I've been there, have you, where the mats are just filthy, or there's massive dumbbells, barbells or whatever, and it's not really conducive of a nice relaxing environment. Whereas at home you can have all your candles and your Buddhas and like I've got here. You can create the perfect environment in your home. Maybe you want candles. Maybe you want to have the window open, let some fresh air in. You're not in control of that atmosphere. I've been to a yoga studio before where, it's been quite cold. Well, at home, you can turn your heating up if you want to. So stuff like that. I think, what do you do? How do you create the environment for your classes at home? Do you think about that? And if you don't, think about it now. Will you create more of a nicer environment for yourself at home? I think something else you're in control of as well is the volume. So if we're doing a high energy cardio class and you can crank the volume up if you want to, or if you're someone that actually, I do have a lady that she really didn't like club size out in the community because it was too much for her. It was too loud and there was too many people. And it was a bit, overwhelming for her. But she loves the club size classes online and she'll do it in a living room because she's in control of that environment. So that is a great tip for that, definitely. What else could you do? I've wrote some down just to remind myself. Oh yeah, how do you actually put the classes up on your screen? Do you watch it on a phone, an iPad, computer, or do you cast it to your TV perhaps? Put it on the big screen? Have you got a projector screen, in fact? Kathy says it has to be quiet and warm. And on my TV, oh yeah. And you can do that, can't you, at home? You can create that atmosphere perfect for yourself. I think when we used to do sometimes classes out in the community, and then there'd be karaoke going on in the room downstairs, and they'd be like, oh no, we're trying to meditate. So that's one of the downfalls. I mean, I love community classes, don't get me wrong, but there's pros and cons to each. So yeah, you can definitely make it nice and cozy and warm. Put it on your TV. That's a great idea, Kathy. That's for sure. You can even do it on your bed if we're doing particular dreamy yoga session. You can lie on your bed and stretch out there. Let's see what Linda's tip is. Live classes on my tablet and recorded classes on TV via HDMI. Yeah, that's a great idea. definitely. I used to do that as well, actually. Yeah, HDMI cable from my laptop before I got my iMac that I'm on at the moment. But yeah, that's a great idea. So some good tips coming in from our Wild Women Tribe ladies. Great for that. Thank you. Keep sharing, keep writing in the comments what you do. And I think the last thing to say is to recognize the rewards. So we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, isn't it? So in order to be able to keep doing exercise as part of your daily lifestyle, we need to recognize the rewards. Just before I go into that, we've got some more comments coming through about the environment. Let's pick that up. So iPad, loud music and coloured lights for club size, yeah. Low lighting and candles for yoga and wrap it with a blanket afterwards. Oh, that's so dreamy. That sounds great. Yeah, you can screen mirror. You don't need the HDMI necessarily. Great tip there, Kathy. Yeah, that sounds awesome. So when we have decided to knock down our barriers of exercise, we recognize what they are and we're squashing them. We've decided what time of day we want to do our exercise. We've created the perfect environment. Now we're going to think about what those rewards are. Because when you think about what the rewards are, especially if you're someone that wants to keep this consistent and keep exercise as part of your daily lifestyle, I think that it's key to recognize what the rewards are, because that is what keeps you going, and keep that consistency. That is for sure. So you tell me, what do you recognize as the rewards of doing exercise? Write some in the comments. I don't want to just tell you. I'd rather you think what they are for you, because I might have a different opinion. But yeah. Of course, there are proven benefits of exercise that we know, for our health, our mental health, our physical health. But yeah, get some things. Get writing in the comments. Tell me what you are thinking about. Better sleep. Recently, some ladies have been saying to me they've had better sleep after we've done our yoga sessions, which is just lovely to hear. Gives you more energy. Kathy just touched on that before. Sometimes when you don't feel like doing it, but you do it, it just gives you more energy, doesn't it? Definitely. I feel energized after aerobic classes and relaxed after holistic. Perfect. That's great. That is totally my aim for you guys. I'm so pleased. Yeah. That when you do aerobic classes, it just gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? It gets your happy hormones, your dopamine, your serotonin. It's all flowing around. I'm very aware of my posture now. Yay! And if I find myself slumping, I correct myself. Proud teacher moment. Kathy, that's awesome. I love that so much. Definitely. I'm totally the same. I find that. Because we're all human, aren't we? We're all human, and we all hunch a little bit and we think, oh, okay, let's stand up tall, let's correct it. So that's great. We've got some more happy endorphins after club size and relaxed, and better sleep after yoga. Oh, that's lovely as well. I love it. So how about reducing stress and anxiety? I think that's how I came to love yoga. I'll share with you, because when I was going through quite one of the best times in my life, and I went through a little spout of depression, I think that yoga really, it helped me get out of it massively. I think, I went to the doctors and they wanted to prescribe antidepressant pills, and I was just like, no. I wasn't at that point. I'm not against them. Some people need them, that's fine. But for me, in that moment, I was just like, no, I'm going to do this myself. And I did it through exercise as well and other things, but exercise was a big part of it. So it can really help lift your mood massively, reduce stress, anxiety, depression. You can live healthier. I know one of our ladies touches on this quite a lot when I asked this question in the past. When we think about our lives and how we want them to look when we are older, when we're coming towards sort of what's the word I'm looking for? The later years of our life, how do you want those to look? Do you want to be moving? Do you want to feel healthy? Do you want to be able to walk still? Do you want to be able to simply get up and down off a chair? Do you want to have less risk of different conditions? Then then exercise will massively help to reduce, getting any of these conditions in later life, but also just keeps you mobile, doesn't it? It's a massive driver for me, I know, and for some other ladies in our group, that it keeps you going. It keeps you going. And so we're not too sedentary in old age where we can't even get up and down off the chair because of mobility reasons. I'm not talking about medical reasons, just simply mobility. I appreciate some people might have medical conditions, that's totally different. But when we're just talking about fitness and mobility, like, you just got to keep going, haven't you? Or else you'll just stop and you won't move at all. Definitely, it totally does. Definitely reduces stress while you're doing it and you're in the moment and don't think of anything else. Yes, that's such a key point. That's a fantastic point, isn't it? You're just in that moment. And what Kathy's just described there is mindfulness. Like, when we think about mindfulness and meditation, it's not about emptying our mind. It's not about having no thoughts at all. It is about being present, truly present. And if that's what exercise was for you, that's amazing. Definitely. Exercise to keep fit and supple and be able to carry on skiing now. Yeah. That's it. So you've got a driver there. That's awesome. So it's thinking about, like, why. That's your why, isn't it? Like, recognizing the rewards as well. So yeah. Oh, well, thank you for that. And keep the comments coming as well. Write in the comments. So yeah, it's just great, isn't it? Just to take a moment to think at whatever stage we are in our exercise life, whether we haven't done any for ages, whether we do a little bit, whether we do a lot, recognizing what our barriers are, recognizing that we can do it any time of day we wish now with these online classes. You can pick them up whenever you want. You can create the perfect environment in your home for the sessions, whatever you want. Your wish is your command. And yeah, the main thing is just recognize those rewards afterwards, see how you feel. So I challenge you this week after our sessions just to take a moment and think about how your body is feeling, how your mind is feeling. And just take that with you, because that there is the magic there. All right, it's time to disappear now and get ready for our sessions. But thank you for chatting with me. Keep the conversation going, and I will see you very soon. Take care.